Hey, it's Paul from Derivan, and today we're going to have a look at MM4, which is a gel medium. Now, gel medium is a thing we can apply with a palette knife to a thickness of, up to about 3 millimeters. But the cool thing about it is that it dries translucent. Now, because of that, what we're going to do is prep some of the board first. So I want some color on there so we can see the translucency of this once it's dry. So gel medium, MM4, let's have a little bit of a play. So, just continuing with the MM4, the gel medium. Now remember we were saying we're going to have some coloured pieces down, so which we've got, and they're nice and dry. So what we're going to do now is apply the gel medium. Now, I'm going to apply it fairly liberally, and I'm just using a palette knife, and I've also got some stencil. So I'm going to actually stencil part of it as well as just plough onto it. So let's try. So there you go, that's MM4 gel medium, and what we've really done is prepare this surface for the next level. So what we're going to do now is let that dry, and remember this has gone on white, but when it dries it'll be clear. So we'll come back to that once it's dry. So now here we are back at this, and it's all dried off. Now what's dried off? Let's just recap. So on this board we had some pure yellow paint, and we just taped off a couple of shapes, and then we added some MM4, some gel medium. Now the gel medium, we applied that with a palette knife and some stenciling. So when it went on, if we have a look in there, it was quite white and opaque. But now we can see that it's dried, it's translucent. So we can see straight through. And there's lovely ridges here where the stenciling is, and even bigger ridges where the palette knife was. We've got this wonderful ground we're going to work on, and what we're going to work on top of that with now is some Matisse inks. So I've just got 4 colours here. Don't go overboard. 4 is quite a good number because it's not going to get too messy. And what I'm doing is just applying them with a soft round brush and a little bit of water, not too much. So let's have a bit of a play. So there we have it. There's a bit of ink, bit of mix, bit of this, bit of that. But we've created a lovely 3-dimensional piece of work here that's almost tactile. As that dries off, some bits are going to be shiny, some bits are going to sort of dull off a tiny bit. So it's really a process of wait and see. So let that dry. As it dries, it's going to fill those areas and the ridges and bits and pieces. So we get these lovely light areas and dark areas, and similarly through here where we see the ridges of that gel medium. So have a little play. Enjoy.